There were three different events that really brought lots of people to Canton related to McKinley. The first, of course, the Front Porch Campaign. The second was the funeral itself. And finally, the dedication. And all of these brought people into town who needed to stay in hotels, eat in the restaurants, and shop in our stores. So it really was a big draw for the people of Canton.
The dedication parade began at 10 a.m. with President Roosevelt, along with members of the McKinley National Memorial Association, being escorted to the reviewing stand on Market Avenue. The first units came by them about 45 minutes later, and the parade itself was about an hour long, and many of the units that participated in the parade had participated in McKinley's funeral procession 6 years prior, so that was a nice tribute to him. The spectators from the parade, after the parade, they went to Monument Hill, or God's Acres, as the repository referred to it. And at 2 p.m., President Roosevelt arrived, and the dedication ceremony began with William R. Day as the Master of Ceremonies. The last speaker of the day was President Theodore Roosevelt. He offered a retrospective on the life and career of President McKinley. And the first two paragraphs of President Roosevelt's speech really sum up the life of William McKinley. And this is what President Roosevelt said. "We have gathered together today to pay our meed of respect and affection to the memory of William McKinley, who as President won a place in the hearts of the American people such as but 3 or 4 of all presidents of this country have ever won. He was of singular uprightness and purity of character, alike in public and in private life. A citizen who loved peace, he did his duty faithfully and well for 4 years of war when the honor of the nation called him to arms. As congressman, as governor of his state, and finally as president, he rose to the foremost place among our statesmen, reaching a position which would satisfy the keenest ambition. But he never lost that simple and thoughtful kindness toward every human being, great or small, lofty or humble, with whom he was brought in contact, which so endeared him to our people. He had to grapple with more serious and complex problems than any president since Lincoln, and yet, while meeting every demand of statesmanship, he continued to live a beautiful and touching family life, a life very healthy for this nation to see in its foremost citizen, and now the woman who walked in the shadow ever after his death, the wife to whom his loss was a calamity more crushing than it could be to any other human being, lies beside him in the same sepulcher."